I found my ex's secret life while picking up my things from her apartment. After our breakup, I thought the hardest part was over. Heartbroken, angry, and trying to move on, I decided to go to her apartment to collect the few things I had left behind. Some clothes, chargers, books, and a few personal items I couldn't bear to throw away. I needed closure, or at least a way to reclaim the part of my life that still felt tied to her. When I arrived, the door was unlocked, which didn't surprise me. I stepped inside, my stomach twisting as the familiar smell of her perfume hit me. The apartment looked the same, yet smaller somehow, more intimate, more suffocating. Photos of us on the walls, small trinkets we had bought together. It all felt heavier than I remembered. I set the box down and began gathering my things, trying to focus on the practical task at hand. Most of it was easy to collect: old clothes, chargers, notebooks. But then I noticed a small leather-bound journal tucked behind some coats in the closet. It was hidden enough that it clearly wasn't meant to be seen. My curiosity got the better of me, and I opened it carefully. At first, it seemed mundane: grocery lists, reminders, and personal reflections. But as I flipped through the pages, I realized something was off. The entries shifted, detailing things I didn't understand: names, dates, and events that had never crossed my mind. There were photos too, angles carefully chosen to obscure faces, yet I could tell they weren't of me or anyone I knew. One entry made my stomach twist. She had written about a plan she had been executing years ago, around the time we first started dating. It wasn't explicit, but the implications were chilling. She had manipulated situations, staged moments, and altered my perception of certain memories. Some of the things I had cherished as defining moments of our relationship suddenly felt like fabrications. I tried to convince myself it was just fantasy, some private story she had been writing. But the more I read, the more past moments fell apart. Dates didn't align. Some of her friends were mentioned in ways that made no sense, and hidden receipts, hotel stubs, and travel tickets suggested she had been leading another life in parallel with mine. My hands shook as I continued flipping through the journal. Every laugh, every argument, every shared plan. I couldn't be sure if it was real. The line between truth and manipulation had blurred, and I felt betrayed in a way I couldn't articulate. And then, I found a letter, tucked in the back, addressed to someone else entirely. It was recent, dated just a few weeks ago. My heart sank as I realized this wasn't just something from the past. It was ongoing. She had maintained another life, hidden from me all along, and I had unknowingly been a part of it. There were hints about meetings, trips, and things I had never imagined, each one carefully concealed from me while I thought we were building a life together. I closed the journal, my box forgotten, my mind spinning. I didn't know if I should confront her, call her, or just leave and pretend none of this existed. The trust we had built, or that I thought we had, was gone. Every memory, every shared secret, every plan we had made felt tainted, as if I had never truly known her at all. I grabbed my things as quickly as I could, the journal still in my hand. I walked out, trying to steady my breathing, feeling like I had been living inside a lie. Outside, the sunlight felt harsh and unrelenting, almost mocking. Every step away from her apartment was heavier than the last, and I realized some truths are too heavy to carry, some betrayals too deep to heal. Even now, thinking back, I wonder, how could someone keep a life like that hidden from me? And more importantly, how could I have loved someone so completely without ever truly knowing her? The thought that she might still be living this double life somewhere, while I'm left piecing together the truth, is almost unbearable.